Let me start with this. You're not broken. If you've ever forgotten someone's name right after they introduce themselves, misplaced your keys for the 10th time this week, or walked into a room only to wonder, why am I here again? You're in good company. We've all been there. For some, forgetfulness comes with conditions like multiple sclerosis or traumatic brain injury, where memory feels like a tricky maze. For others, it's just part of everyday life. But no matter where you are, here's the truth. Your brain isn't failing you. It's simply working with a few quirks. And once you understand them, you can actually outsmart them. Think of your brain as the most powerful supercomputer in the universe, that also forgets where it left its charger. It's breathtakingly complex. Billions of neurons, trillions of connections, yet it has limitations. One of those limitations, remembering names. We just didn't evolve for it. Thousands of years ago, survival depended on recognizing faces, roles, and places. Names? That's a relatively recent social invention, so when you forget them, it's not you being careless, it's your brain being, well, your brain. And then there's a very special category of forgetfulness, the kind many women experience after childbirth. It's often called mummy brain or baby brain. Suddenly, the woman who once managed meetings, schedules, and grocery lists like a CEO now can't remember if she brushed her teeth or whether she put the baby bottle in the fridge or the cupboard. The truth is, this isn't weakness, it's biology. After pregnancy, hormone shifts, chronic sleep deprivation, and the overwhelming task of caring for a newborn all collide to affect memory, encoding, and consolidation. Think about it, when you're running on 2 hours of broken sleep, your brain is prioritizing keeping a tiny human alive. Remembering where you left the nappy bag just doesn't make the top of the list, but here's the hopeful side. These changes aren't permanent. In fact, many researchers believe the brain is rewiring to enhance empathy, vigilance, and bonding. So while the little details may slip through the cracks, your brain is actually adapting for the bigger mission, nurturing life. And over time, most women find their memory sharpness returns, often with new strengths added. This brings us to one of my favorite memory puzzles, the Baker-Baker paradox. Imagine you meet two people on separate flights. On one flight, the person says, "I'm a baker." Instantly, your mind sparks up images. Fresh bread, ovens, floury hands, maybe even that smell of a bakery at dawn. On another flight, someone says, "My name is John Baker. I'm an accountant." Same word, baker? But your brain treats it differently. Why? Because the brain is built on associations. When baker is a profession, it's sticky. It has context, pictures, stories. When baker is just a name, it floats in isolation, like a balloon with no string. To really get this, let's peek into the three-step dance of memory. Encoding. First, the brain has to take in the information. If you're distracted when someone introduces themselves, maybe you're thinking about what to say next, or your phone buzzes, the name never really gets saved. Consolidation. Next, your brain saves the file. This happens as memories stabilize, often during sleep. If you're sleep-deprived or stressed, consolidation gets weaker. Retrieval. Finally, you need to find that memory. You know it's in there, but it's like trying to recall a password you swore you'd never forget. Names, especially, are tricky because they don't have many cues to jog recall. Now, here's the encouraging part. You can train your memory. Slow down and repeat. When someone introduces themselves, say their name back. "Nice to meet you, Sarah." It's like hitting save on your mental hard drive. Create imagery. Turn names into pictures. If you meet John Baker, the accountant, imagine him wearing a chef's hat while crunching numbers. Ridiculous? Yes. Memorable? Absolutely. Use associations. Link the name to something familiar. Sarah from Saturday Yoga. Mike with the mustache. The more hooks, the stronger the memory. Revisit often spaced repetition works wonders. Glance at a written list of new names you've met. Today, tomorrow, next week. Look after your brain. Sleep, hydration, movement, and stress management aren't luxuries. They're memory boosters. For those facing deeper challenges, from MS, stroke, or traumatic brain injury, these principles are the backbone of memory rehabilitation. Therapists often use attention cues, imagery, and repetition to rebuild memory pathways. And research shows progress is possible. The brain is plastic. It can rewire, relearn, and adapt. So even if forgetfulness feels overwhelming, take heart. Your brain is far more capable of bouncing back than you think. So if you forget names, misplace your phone, laugh at yourself because you've opened the fridge 3 times without remembering what you wanted, or find yourself in the fog of mommy brain, You're not alone. Your memory isn't broken. It's simply wired with quirks. And with the right tools, association, imagery, repetition, you can strengthen it. At the end of the day, memory isn't about perfection, it's about connection. Remembering names isn't just a party trick. It's a way of saying you matter, I see you. And with a little practice, we can all get better at that.